So are you looking for that next amazing community here in the North Dallas area? Well, today we have a great one for you. Today we're going to be touring the community of Mosaic, giving you the lowdown on everything that this community has to offer. We will get into the builders, the amenities, the schools, and everything that you may want to know about if you are trying to make that decision on where might be the right fit for you. But to give you a little bit of information about the community of Mosaic, it is being built on over 760 acres. And this first phase of building that they're doing, which honestly is quite a bit, there's so much construction happening out here right now, is going to have 435 homes. But when it's completely built out, it's going to have over 2,800 homes out here in this community. But of course, some fantastic amenities. Now, the amenities, for example, are things that people are really talking about just because they're going to be so fantastic. And so we'll get into that a little bit more lately, but we do want to show you around some of the model homes. And of course, the ones right behind me, there's Tradition Homes and one of the Highland Model homes out here because there are more than one, but mainly because of where they're located and what is going to be built right across the street. So stick around while we give you more information on this fantastic community of Mosaic. It's a feeling that All right, let's get into the first model home that I want to talk about today. And I do like to keep things a little bit on the more exciting side of things. So we're going to start with the biggest and one of my favorite homes here in the community of Mosaic. And this one is going to be brought to you by Highland Holmes, and this is on their 70-foot lot. Now, I will talk a little bit more about all of the builders and what they're offering out in the community of Mosaic, but let's start with one of my favorites. This model is gorgeous. Obviously, because it's the biggest one by Highland out here in Mosaic, they have really outdone themselves. Now, this 70-foot floor plan is the Barrie model. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And it is going to start at obviously a very hefty price point of just over $1.1 million. And that's starting. And it's also starting at 4,425 square feet, but it does give you that optional 6-bedroom and bathroom, the little ensuite. If you have a lot of kids or a lot of family members that are moving in, you have space for all of your relatives who are coming to visit if you want to add that additional 6-bedroom. And it also has 3 half baths. So, I mean, depending on how many people and how many parties you're throwing, you're going to have plenty of those half baths in there as well, because all of the bedrooms do have, like I said, their own specific ensuite bathroom in them, which makes it really nice that you're not having to show all of your kids' messes and the rest of the family's junk that is always gets piled up in the bathroom. So you do have 3 separate half baths, and I hope you like cleaning toilets if that's what you are opting for by buying this particular floor plan. Also, it does have a 3-car garage. I do say here in Texas, we don't have enough of them. So thank heavens with the size of this house, we have 3-car garage. So perfect for all of your toys and maybe even your golf cart to cruise around this fantastic community. And loving the downstairs media room. I love that a lot of these model homes have the option of the media room downstairs. So maybe you have kids or you just want to kind of have a quick, quiet night and all the kids to watch a movie because the rest of your kids are upstairs going to bed. Another great option of having that media room downstairs. And you're seeing that a lot more these days in a lot of these model homes, or a lot of the homes that are being built. And I absolutely love the entry and the front office right there on the front corner of the house. So Highland Homes really outdid themselves with all of the features in this particular model, and I absolutely love it. So, of course, any questions at all about any of these builders, any of these things that you are maybe considering out here in the community of Mosaic, please reach out, ask the questions, let me know if I can help you kind of find out what might be the perfect fit for you if you are looking at this particular community. So of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel here because we are throwing out a lot more new construction community videos as well as city videos. That way you get a really good idea if you are thinking of moving here to the Dallas, Texas area of what it is that you might be looking for when making that move here and finding the perfect fit. So Don't forget to like this video as well. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think, or maybe there's some other communities that you're wishing you had more information on, and we would be more than happy to help answer that as well. The first model home that we're going to go through is brought to you by Highland Holmes, and this is the Barrie model on their 70-foot lot with 5 bedrooms, and it does have 5 full bathrooms. Each room has its own ensuite, but wait until you get a load of what is in here. It's absolutely stunning. Love all the details, and let's take you through. So the next model home that I'm going to go through here today is the Barrie Model. Now, Barrie Homes is offering 50-foot lots out here in the community of Mosaic, and that's really the only size lots that they are offering out here. And this particular model is the 3353 floor plan, so it does have 3,353 square feet with 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, plus a great office in the front, and a really nice dining room set just right there off of the kitchen and the main living area, which I really like. So if you're entertaining and you want more space for people to sit and you don't really want to be separated from everybody, that's one of the features that I do love. But showing this 50-foot lot will show you kind of how deep you're going to get, how much of a backyard you're going to actually have on that 50-foot lot. So they are going to be front entrance. Your garage is going to be in the front, not the rear entrance. That's only on the 40-foot lots. But another great thing that I love about Barrie is their standard options are kind of a step above some of the other builders. So you're not really getting the basic offerings out here. And if you do want to upgrade, it's not as high of a jump as you might expect somewhere else. But you're really not getting a lot of structural changes here with Barrie Homes. You can get a few things that you can change out, like the media room to a theater, for example, but major structural changes you're not really going to see because Barrie's already going to be offering those selections. So let's go through and kind of show you what Barrie has and give you a great look at this beautiful model out here in the community of Mosaic. So let's go through this 40-foot plan here by American Legend out in the community of Mosaic. This is actually a really good one. It does have 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and there's a lot of really good surprises in here. So if you are looking for something on the more affordable range out here in the community of Mosaic, this could be a great one. So let's go through and kind of show you the finishes and let us know what you think. Okay, before I get into more on the actual community, I want to give you a little bit of background on the different builders and what they're offering in the community of Mosaic. Now, Highland Homes actually offers 4 different size lots. They have 40, 50, 60, and 70-foot home sites. And the square footage is going to range everywhere from 1,400 square feet all the way up to around 5,500 square feet. So pretty big homes over there. And prices are going to start in around $580,000, and like I said, upward. You're going to be heading up well over $1 million based on your personal preferences and what you're thinking of doing in your particular home. And Barrie Homes is also out there, and they are only offering a 50-foot product. Now, their homes are going to be starting at 1,900 square feet to around 4,100 square feet, and prices starting in the low $600,000 range. Then we have Tradition Homes. Now, this is another really good one. Probably should have featured it. In fact, I could have featured all of them. They're absolutely beautiful. But Tradition is another one of my favorites. And they're also offering a 70-foot product. And the homes there are going to range from 3,500 square feet to over 5,000 square feet as well. And prices starting in the high $800,000 range. Now, we also have Bloomfield Homes, and they are only offering a 60-foot product, with homes ranging from 2,200 square feet to around 4,200 square feet. Also, we have American Legend. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of options out here in this community, which really does make it, kind of give you something for everybody who are thinking of moving out here into this particular community. Now, American Legend is also offering 40, 50, and 60-foot lots out here in Mosaic, with homes ranging from 1,600 square feet to around 4,400 square feet, and prices starting in the mid $500,000 range to around $800,000 and upwards, obviously depending on your preferences in upgrades. So I know we can always go from 10 to 20%. I mean, we have seen, in fact, just talking to one of the builders out there, and even from my own personal experience with helping people with new construction, I mean, you could put in $25,000 in upgrades, and you can put in $200,000 in upgrades. Personally, when you're just building we'll call it a tract home, don't really say over improving for the house, because it can be a little bit more difficult to get comps on that. You might be coming out of pocket if you really have a super lavish budget and idea of what you are wanting in building a house. So just something to think about if you are looking to actually build from the ground up. There is also Cadence Homes, which are going to be those custom townhomes that are being offered out in Mosaic as well. And those are obviously going to be on 25-foot lots, and homes starting from around 1,200 to 2,700 square feet, and prices in the mid $400,000 range. So another really great idea if you want a little bit more low maintenance. They're going to have that out there in the community of Mosaic, which I think is absolutely fabulous. It just really kind of gives something for everybody. If you want a starter home and you want to go into a luxury home later. In fact, I have friends and talking with clients who have actually done that. They move into a community that they absolutely love, and maybe they just got married, or it's their first home that they're wanting to purchase. And as the community gets built out, maybe you get a better job, your family grows, because these communities are going to be built for a number of years. And I've known multiple people all throughout the years who have done that when they really love a community. I had one friend, she's building her third home in the same community that she built her starter home, because they just absolutely love it. And it's been around for a while, and she knows that she can get a much larger, nicer home for her growing family. Loves it. And I had another friend who has done that, where they bought their home with their children. All the kids left the house and they want to downsize, but they love the community. So another great reason for being in one of these master plan communities. If you love it, there's lots of options, even for further down the line, if you still want to stay there, because I have seen it happen time and time again with all different friends and clients and people who are wanting to do that over the years. I guess that just means I'm a little bit old, because I've been around the block for a while. Anyway, so as we get into the community of Mosaic here, let's kind of talk about the amenities, because that is really the draw for so many people moving here to the Dallas area, into all of these new construction communities, is getting into a master plan community with amenities. And there are some fantastic ones, because obviously everybody knows about Windsong Ranch and their big, beautiful Blue Lagoon. Well, like I said, Windsong Ranch is just to the south of Mosaic, and it's a ginormous community. But this particular community is going to have one of the largest lazy rivers around, and it's going to be huge. It's not going to be opening up until the summer of 2025, mainly because not very many people have even moved into Mosaic yet. There is so much construction going on over there that obviously by next summer it's going to have a lot of people in the community, and obviously all of the amenities that they'll have brought in will really be able to be utilized next year, because obviously if it was put in right now, hardly anybody would be able to use it. But some of the amenities will start coming in the fall, and as but we should have so many more, including this amazing lazy river for next summer, because summers are hot, right? And if you don't want to put in that backyard pool, I guess the bonus for me thinking of a lazy river is your water is going to be moving, and it's going to be a little bit more refreshing to give you a little bit more variety instead of just like your regular pool in the community. But supposedly those are going to be coming as well. Now, the big major amenity area right there in the center of Mosaic is really going to have not only the lazy river, but a big pool complex and a big, beautiful lake with a fishing pier. So I tell you, when my kids were little, that's all that my boys wanted to do, was be able to take out their little fishing poles and go fishing. In fact, I have a nephew who is still so obsessed with fishing. He does not leave home without it, and he is married. So anyway, if that's something that you love to do and you want a little bit more relaxing environment, you can go fishing at that beautiful lake out in Mosaic as well. Now, they're also going to have numerous indoor and outdoor social gathering areas, a really unique creative play structure that they're announcing, plus a fitness center, and as always, miles and miles of hiking and biking trails. And they're saying that every single home site in Mosaic, within the entire master plan community, is going to be within a 5-minute walk to some sort of a greenbelt or park within the community. So I do think that that's another fabulous thing, because sometimes you can get all these houses and they seem like everybody's right on top of each other. But knowing that you can just, take a short little walk right outside your front door and catch a trail, or take a walk and just not really have to do it right there within the neighborhood and just within all the houses. So lots of options to be able to do that, and just the nature and beautiful community that they will have, even in the next year will just be absolutely beautiful. But it's going to be being built for a number of years, so a lot more will be coming. So just something to think about if you want to get in the pretty early stages of building and maybe build up some of that equity over the next few years. So now let's talk about our HOA fees out here in the community of Mosaic, because sometimes it's a make it or break it for some people. And the HOA fees are around $148 per month, but because of being in Celina, because of this particular community, it also is going to have a PID tax attached to it. Now, I've talked about PID taxes before. You can do the research on a PID tax. It's kind of like an HOA, but in 30 years, yes, 30 years, it will go away. So you're going to have that additional tax that you're going to have to pay annually in addition to your HOA fees out here in this community. We're seeing it a lot more as the Dallas area grows, and some of these communities offering the PID tax and the MUD tax. So that will be based on the size of your lot, on what you do have to pay per year. And that particular one will stay with the house, and it will never, ever change. Your HOA fees, as always, those can change as time goes on, but your PID tax is never going to change, as, at least for the 30 years that it stays with this particular house. So definitely something to think about, something that you need to work into your budget. Of course, reach out, ask the questions, let me know how I can help, kind of give you the lowdown on what you might need to make sure you're thinking about before making a move. Now, one last thing we want to touch on, as always, is schools. And another great reason for being here in this particular community is the community of Mosaic is going to feed into Prosper ISD, which obviously is very highly rated. So even though we are in the community of Celina, or even though we are zone for the city of Celina, it does still feed into the Prosper ISD. So it's a huge draw for a lot of people, because more people are preferring, at least that I've talked to, totally different for everybody. People are requesting Prosper ISD, but this just does give you another option of brand new construction here in the city of Celina. And maybe your location doesn't matter as much, but you are more focused on the schools. It does feed into Prosper. So nearby Joyce Hall Elementary, of course, for the little ones, but you'll be driving down the road a little bit to get to Prosper High School. All right, so hopefully that gave you a little bit more information on the community of Mosaic. If it's going to be the right fit for you, if you are truly looking for new construction in the Celina, Prosper area, maybe you want some more options of kind of getting in at the very beginning. There are so many homes available right now from all of the builders. They're all having homes that are going to be available, everything from kind of like right now through the next few months. So if you want like an immediate move in, but you still want new construction, they have that out here in Mosaic. Reach out. Let me know if you have any questions at all, because I would be more than happy to kind of walk through some of these options and ideas and numbers with you, with the sales agents. I totally got you on that. So if you want that, don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know how I can help, because I would be more than happy to help you find that perfect home here in the community of Mosaic. And until next time, take care.